Hello and welcome to or back to my channel. If you are new here, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know every single time I upload a new video. I'm Ray and today I am going to be discussing the new Sims 4 pronouns update that just released yesterday as of the time that I am filming this. Unfortunately, I don't have many good things to say about this update like other people have. Originally, I made a video already, which is why you can see that Star already has their pronouns assigned to them, and I was super excited. I was super happy. I was all for it, and then the more that I played, the more I realized that there were issues. Not only did this game break a very, very important aspect to a lot of players, it's grammatically incorrect. And not only is it grammatically incorrect, sometimes the pronouns aren't even used appropriately. This is upsetting for many reasons. I can't really put into words exactly how upsetting it is because I myself am considered a cis woman. So I do use she, her pronouns, and I'm fine with that. I have a lot of friends though that do not use she, her pronouns or he, him pronouns, and okay, I don't even know. Like, guys, I'm sorry, I'm so upset right now. This is not the kind of video I wanted to make about this. I'll give you guys a little rundown, but basically up here in the name bar, as you can see, we have a new little option here that says, you know, you can choose between they, them, she, her, and he, him, and you can use custom pronouns. So there is an option to use custom pronouns. It'll give you little examples of how all of this fits into everything. Unfortunately, this doesn't seem to be working that well. I'm going to throw up some examples from my Discord on the screen right now, and I'm going to explain in text why these are problematic. Thoroughly, this is misgendering. That is it's you know, the thing about an update like this one is that it does touch on a very sensitive subject, and I think if you're gonna do it, you need to do it right the first time. I'm incredibly disappointed. I don't have the words just to say how disappointed I am. I think it's extremely problematic that EA managed to break something so big for a lot of players with this update that is necessary for a lot of us. It's necessary for our gameplay. So then you leave us at a crossroads and it's like, well, what do we do? I've been spending the past 6 hours attempting to fix my reshade, and although you guys might not be able to tell, it's not entirely fixed. That right now is the least of my concerns in comparison to the grammatical issues that we have run into, just as well the misgendering. It's also appropriate to take into consideration modders now have a lot of work cut out for them. This is not an easy update to just put out. I genuinely wish a little bit more love and care had gone into this update. This has been incredibly stressful for me personally. I didn't get much sleep last night just trying to fix my game. There's no reason it should have even broke the things that it did. What it is it's just genuinely bad coding, and the fact that they put so little care into the coding for an update like this, guys, I can't. I'm so mad right now. And I know I probably seem like the only one complaining about this update, but gosh, if you're gonna do something like this, please do it right the first time. This is not something to mess around with. I am so disappointed at the misgendering happening, at the grammatical errors happening. It's just disgusting. And I was so stoked. I was so stoked for this update. I was looking forward to it. I couldn't wait. I had been thinking about this update constantly since January. And you know what? I would have waited another year for them to perfect this update instead of getting the absolute transphobic caca that we got yesterday. And just in case you're aware, it is absolutely transphobic to misgender anyone. So I mean, if you misgender people, you're a transphobe. I mean, it's as simple as that. And when we're dealing with subjects regarding a game that's a life simulator, this is not something to take lightly. This is something that EA needed to really flesh out a lot better. It's obvious to me they did not put as much work into this as they should have, and gladly I would have waited another year personally just to see something a lot more polished than whatever this is. I can't recommend that anyone updates their game right now, especially if you use reshade 3.0.8, although I believe all of the reshades broke except the newest version of reshade. And unfortunately, the newest version of reshade is just, it's kind of weird. It's kind of wonky. You guys probably can't see, but like around the chin area, the shadow textures are a little like choppy, and I can't get my MXAO settings back to exactly how I had them before. Everything else seems to look pretty okay, but this is a huge issue for reshade players, especially if you post on Instagram stories and whatnot. And the likelihood of this getting fixed is just slim to none. That's another thing that I'm particularly peeved about right now. It's like pulling teeth to get EA to even, I mean, how many of us had to petition against my wedding stories to get them to listen to that? It's just ridiculous at this point. I'm getting so fed up, and this crossed the line today that I just didn't even want to deal with personally. This makes me so irrationally upset because I have friends that are trans, and this is, I'm sorry guys, I know that this is probably like the most unfiltered you've seen me before, but this is not something that I take lightly at all. I can't recommend this update, although unfortunately it does get to a point where we do have to update our games if we want to be able to buy things, if we want to be able to access the gallery. It's like being backed into a corner basically. I can only hope that there's some improvements that are going to come with this. Anyways, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. And I'm so sorry that this is probably not what a lot of you expected or wanted. It can be super triggering if you make a sim self and you are able to give yourself the proper pronouns and then you see the wrong pronouns being used for your sim. Just as well, I have complaints about the fact that the pronouns themselves, hold on, I'm gonna show you, we're gonna take star into game, but you guys are gonna see that the pronouns themselves, you have no indication at all whatsoever that the pronouns, what the pronouns of your sims are. And I am playing in a base game file, which means the Sims team, I don't know if they took any care to assign pronouns to any Sims that they added into the game. I haven't really looked at that yet, but if I hover over star, all we see is star Rudolph, young adult. I was hoping that if I hovered over a sim, I would be able to see their pronouns. So that way I would know exactly what to refer to each sim as, especially if EA, but you know, that's asking too much, especially if EA had taken some time to consider assigning pronouns to their own sims that they made and updating the game that way. But I guess that probably would have been too much work. So here we see Joffrey land grab and no indication, none there. No indication here with Moira. It's all the same. We don't even get a little indication here. There's nothing. Guys, there's literally nothing. You would not know. You simply would not know. I'm going to go introduce myself to Moira over here and see if there is an interaction to either tell them your pronouns or if you can ask them for their pronouns. Guys, I'm sorry, this reshade looks like absolute freaking doo-doo right now. I'm trying my best to fix it. It's so bad. I was troubleshooting my reshade because it broke reshade for like 6 hours total, and my power went out last night while I was in the middle of fixing it, so that was really cute. Anyways, let's take a look and see if we get any interactions. If we do, then that's great. That's a plus. All right, let's see. I'm gonna bring up, we've got goof around, friendly, more. Well, I can talk about my fertility. Okay. Guys, there is no option to tell or ask someone. There is no option to tell or ask someone for their pronouns. See, like, I don't even know what to say at this point. This is just, it's inappropriate. Well, honestly, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say for this. There is no other input that I can give other than this update is garbage. It's not garbage because it's pronouns, it's garbage because they did it wrong. And is that surprising? No, but I thought that they would have put more love and care into something like this, to be honest. I'm so sorry to anyone that has to deal with this crap right now. This is bad. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I'm sorry, I'm done.